So let's go back now. Let's take a step back. Why the Bible? And let me develop a 6-step argument for why we should look so closely at this book. Step number 1, God's call on every human being is that we glorify Him. By knowing Him accurately in our thoughts, and by enjoying Him intensely in our emotions, and by reflecting Him consistently in our actions. That is the call of God on your life. I'll give you some Bible for that in just a minute. But that's my starting place in this seminar. I know why I exist, and I know why you exist. God's put you here to glorify Him, knowing, enjoying, showing. Another way to put it, this is simply a second way to say the same thing. God is calling each of us to show His supreme greatness. I'm trying to find a word other than glory, just so if you stumble over the word glorify, you will now see it means something like show His supreme greatness by using our mind to grasp His truth, using our heart to feel His beauty, using our body to put that truth and beauty on display. Those all say the same thing. So that's why you exist. You have a mind in the image of God. You have a emotion/will in the image of God. And you have a body to act it out in this world. And we're called to make God look great by knowing Him, enjoying Him, reflecting Him in this way. That's step number 1. Here are the Bible verses, some underneath it. This is Isaiah 43. Bring my sons from afar, my daughters from the ends of the earth, everyone who is called by my name, whom I created for my glory. That's why you were made. Whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. I don't think there is a verse that my mother or my father put in letters to me more often than that verse right there. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whatever you do, Johnny, whatever you do, and we're open to you doing whatever God calls you to do. You don't have to be an evangelist like your dad. Just do what God calls you to do, but do it to the glory of God. And if you can't, don't do it. That was pretty good guidance. You say to a 15-year-old, if you can't do it to the glory of God, don't do it. That was very helpful to me. Some more verses. I said we do it by knowing and by enjoying. They did not glorify Him as God, but exchanged the truth about God for a lie. And since they did not approve to have God in their knowledge, God gave them up to a debased mind. I think that text clearly teaches that you got 2 alternatives in life. You can glorify God, or you can throw the truth away. And if you throw the truth away, you won't glorify God. They did not glorify Him as God, but they exchanged the truth for a lie. We glorify God by using these minds not to believe lies, but to believe truth. God is honored when we believe the truth about God, not error about God. So you're to know what is true about God in order to glorify Him with the way we know Him. And then with regard to enjoying, Psalm 149:5, let the godly exult in glory, and let them sing for joy in their beds. So we exult in glory. The implication, I think, being, if you're bored by glory, you make glory look bad. If you're thrilled with glory, you make glory look good. There's a correlation between your affectional response to glory and how glory is reflected off of your life.